Hello, goodies. Welcome back. It's me again. Welcome back to our seventh part of C# for Pentesters. Today we are going to explore a bit more C# and going to develop one binary that will help us to bypass the antivirus with the help of InstallUtil.exe. InstallUtil.exe is a signed binary from Microsoft. It's a legitimate one that is mainly used for installing Windows services. Like you can make your own binary and you can uh, make it as a Windows service. And you can install your binary with the help of InstallUtil.exe. That will install the binary as a Windows service on Windows. How can you make it in a security perspective is that normally in a corporate environment you won't be able to run your binary directly because of the app locker policy uh, restrictions. But with the help of these kind of binaries, this is one of the binaries, signed binaries from Microsoft that will help us to run our own arbitrary binaries. This binary can be in any PE format, like PE format in the sense it can be DLL or it can be an exe. Today we are going to develop an exe and we will be executing our reverse shell code inside that. So let me take you to the. Before taking you to the code, I would like to thank for the support that you are giving. It's not a big number of subscriptions, but I'm really excited. When I started this coding series, I thought I would never get this much subscriptions because normally people in security are more interested in running tools instead of making tools. Not everyone, but some majority I have seen like that. I'm not blaming them, but I know that the situation when real time we may not have time to do anything by making ourselves, but at least these kind of coding sessions may help you to when you're at least when you're trying to run some tool, it will give you more clarity what exactly you're doing. At least you have you can feel that you already know what exactly you're doing. So it will be more what to say. I don't know how much it is helpful. I don't know how to explain how it's going to help you in that scenario. But definitely coding is an added advantage in security. So let me take you to this one now. So let me share some more info regarding this one. As I said, this information I have taken from Microsoft documentation. This tool will help you to install your binary as a Windows service, and just like PowerShell.exe is a GUI or a tool that makes use of system.automation management DLL. Like that, this tool is making use of the functions and properties defined inside the configuration.install configuration.install.dll. That configuration.install is a namespace, and the actual DLL is configuration.install.dll. So this tool is, and one more thing is automatically there on the Visual Studio .NET Framework path, and it will be there on almost all the Windows 10 machines. On Windows before that, I think Windows 7. I'm not sure. I didn't test it on Windows 7 or not. And this is a normal path that I can find this binary. And this path is for 64-bit machines. If you are using a 32-bit machine, the only difference here, it will be under Windows, Microsoft.NET, and Framework. Instead of the Framework 64, it will be in 32-bit machines, it will be Framework. Then the version 4.0, then subversion and install.util.exe. You can make use of this to run your code. So now let me take you to the code. Um, it's a simple code. Only this only this much code is needed to bypass the antivirus and get a reversal. Um, it is a simple console application. Here in this part, uh, if you ask me, there is no role for this application. No role on this main function here. But we are just adding that. Sometimes it will be helpful for to make confusion on the static malware analysis. So what happens is when they're going to run this application without using that install utility in their own environment, they just see only this message, because when you're running directly, the main function is going to get called. But here is a trick. We are adding one more part to this one, this application, by adding a run install or reference attribute to this class. We are creating a class basically, and the main part is we are inheriting the class, this class, from installer class. This installer class is defined inside this class is here, configuration.install namespace. So we are taking inheriting that class here, so we can call all the methods, all the public methods and public properties of this class that's available. So you don't need to worry about what are available there, because Microsoft has well-defined documentation for everything that is available inside this installer class. So I have taken the skeleton code from here, and I created a new class just like this. Instead of my installer class, I added get reversal and just inherited from the installer class. Uh, then what is that? Yeah, sorry, my Telegram message just distracted. Uh, and this is attribute that defines the action that just tells that InstallUtil.exe tool should be invoked when this assembly is going to install, but we are not going to install it in any way. We are going to uninstall it. So after setting that, here you don't have that uninstall method example here. So just go to the methods and uninstall. Here you can see it's uninstall method defined here. This virtual method means you can override it. This is a virtual method defined inside the class. So this means whenever you're going to call this inside your class, in inherited class, you have to override that method. So here, that's an example. Yeah, here we are overriding the method. I just copied this part from there to here, um, and that one more thing you have to be very careful. You should remove this check if you are taking the code from here. Why? Because at runtime this is going to be null. Uh, this saved state, because we are not going to do it properly on a way of installing then uninstalling. We are going to directly uninstall it. So the saved state normally comes as null. So just remove this part and just take only that whatever inside that else part from here. So there is no check, it's directly going to execute it. And install method of this is not my installer sample. You can say just for the reference get uh, my shell. Yeah, just saying that, and don't add any this kind of printing on real time. Just keep it blank. But just for our reference, I'm just adding two references. Just want to show you what happens when you are going to run this directly, and when you are going to run with the help of InstallUtil.exe. So this function ensures that when you're going to call this application with the help of InstallUtil.exe, and there's a command line option there in InstallUtil.exe is called uninstall or /u. So when you're going to specify that, this method is going to get called, and here we are defining our reversal code. And this reversal code, if you are familiar with, if you have seen my previous videos, I have explained what exactly this reversal code is doing. It is simply a PowerShell reversal script that help you to get a shell from the victim. And one more thing, actually we are comparing two techniques here. We are combining the techniques of uninstall inside the uninstall method. We are making use of the run space factory that I already explained. I have shown a demo in my previous video calling PowerShell without PowerShell.exe, executing PowerShell scripts without PowerShell.exe. So if you did miss that, just please refer that, because I have explained everything in detail there on that video. So we are using the same technique here. We are just decoding the encoded base64 encoded string at runtime and creating a run space, and after that we open the run space, then create a pipeline, just add our script to the pipeline, then invoke it and close that run space. So when you're invoking it, actually the script invokes and executes the script, so we get that reversal back to our server. So to ensure that this, I think I already checked it before the demo recording this one. I already confirmed it was working fine. Again, just double checking it. No, yes, I already did that. So this is IP is going to get connect back, and this is a port is going to connect. This is basically, it should be your CNC server port and IP. So here, where is it? I'm going to take my terminal. This is on the drive. No, it's a CSharp. InstallUtil.exe. This one, CD. So let us build this application now. So we are going to build this application, share the application with the victim machine, and just try to run it. That's it. Just keep in mind what are the methods that we are going to override. This is the main method that we are going to override. This is the virtual method defined inside this installer. So whenever I'm going to call this method, if you want to call this method, you have to specify the keyword as override. Then you have to define your own functionalities inside this function. If you don't know what is virtual method and abstract class, please do a basic search on CSharp and just try to understand what exactly these concepts are. Oh yeah, that's it. From one more thing. I did forget that. I think I have mentioned here. You should have these two DLL references inside your project. This one is for that PowerShell execution, and this is a main DLL here for this project. Instead of this PowerShell reversal, you can have any code here. It can be process injection shell code that you have, or you can call it directly using the P injection techniques with the help of Windows API, or you can come up with some other reversal technique here. Whatever it is, I just added this one here because already if you're watching this, you are familiar with this code because I have done it a couple of times before, so it will be, and it's easy for me to add this for the demo. You can add any kind of custom code here. It can be anything. It's according to your imagination. You can either make a custom reversal code here, and you can make your own custom reversal manager. Anything can be done. By the way, we will do that custom reversal and reversal manager using C# on a later video. But for this purpose, we are just making it easier, and it's already covered, so it will be easy. So yeah, these two DL references should be there, and I can show you. This is a reference I had, and see system configuration dot install and system management automation. These two DL references should be there. So now, yeah, now build it. Not the solution. Just build only this project. So it's done, success. Check the cd debug, and if you're going to plan to use it in real time, try to make it on release mode instead of the debug mode, the debug mode will have more um, noisy values. So just try to avoid that. Yeah, it is here, install.util.exe. I'm going to copy this to our shared drive with the victim machine that I'm using here, and let me run my, it is 443. Yeah, it is. I didn't change that. This is a CNC server machine. For me now, it's my Windows host machine. And now let's come here, cd desktop, copy the drive yeah, this one. So the next is, in a normal scenario, if you want everything, you should like you can't go and ask someone to do this by typing the long path of InstallUtil.exe and make this execute. Uh, so it may be multi-stage attack. Like you have to drop one by one. Uh, in a red team exercise, maybe you are dropping the initial one, then you have to drop another bash file or something else to call that help you to call the install.exe with this one. It's just like the DLL injection where you are dropping the DLL plus the binary. So it's up to you. You have to manage your attack. You should know how to execute the attack. So here in I have given just imagine this is a multi-stage attack, and I have played the victim with the bash file that specifies the name of our binary. And what exactly this command is doing is going to, it says that there is no log file, and I don't want any console logging, that it doesn't print anything to the console. Like if any no detailed information on the console, no verbose mode in fact. Then this is a key /u. This ensures that our uninstall the overridden method, whatever we have given inside the overridden method uninstall, will get called and that will get executed. So I'm just saying that install.util.exe, there is no log file, no log to console. Just uninstall what you want to uninstall. This is the binary I want to uninstall. So, and just ensure that my real-time protection is on with Defender. I'm just keeping it here. Now let me, yep, let me show you this one. No need of this. Yeah. So now this is our victim machine. I'm going to run the bash file. If everything is going to execute perfectly. Oh, before running that, I will show you one more thing. I'll show you how. Yeah. This how this prints out. This is printing out because without the help of the install.util.exe is going to the entry point of this application is the main function. So what we defined inside the main function is just a print. That's why it's getting executed there. Now we are altering that with the help of install.util.exe. Just run it. Defender was on. Yeah. So let me come on. Yep. See, we got the shell here. Just say, oh my, centimeter. Let's say, yeah, it's here. Yeah, we got it. See, this is a way. This is one of the ways to bypass the app locker policy. With the help of Microsoft Sign Binary, you can develop your own tool to uh, execute your shell code, your reverse shell or shell code, whatever it is. It can be a complicated shell code, uh, or it can be a simple reverse shell. Normally, my experience normally on a red team exercise, we don't go with the hard coded uh, uh, heavy shell codes, because there's a high chance that those shell codes, either using that Win API references, because of that or something else, it will get caught by the AVs or the EDR systems. But still, there are, if it's a defender stuff, you can bypass the AMC first, that anti-malware scan interface first, then you can execute your shellcode. It's fine. But on other scenario, it will be really helpful if you get a normal shell like this. Then you can uh, upload your some other files, or you can make a persistent stuff there with the more privileged stuff, in a path, something like that. You can do whatever you want. It's up to your imagination, as I said. So yeah, like this, there are so many other signed binaries that will help you to execute arbitrary code, download your files. Anyway, we will be covering those everything, and I will be automating those stuffs using C# and other languages. So this is the beginning of the app locker stuff. For this video, I think I have planned. Yeah, that's it for this video. So if you like the video, just put a like and share and put your comment, your opinion. And I know some of the guys were asking for the source code. As I'm saying on every video, just please be patient. Definitely I will share the source code. Just keep an eye on my GitHub. I will share the details on the description once I start the project for the entire solution. I mean, I'm planning to just upload the entire solution with all the projects. Now it's, I think, 11 or 12 projects are there in that. I'll share it, but just it's kind of uh, personal stuff that I decided to share it once I reach the 1K subscription. It's not only that, I'll share all the source code, name, and we already shared it, because I already had there in my repository. I just updated the VLAN. So there are other stuffs, C# and NIM, I will share definitely. And it's on 925 or something now. It's only 75 more. So once if I get that, definitely I will share it. Till then, please be patient and stay tuned. Subscribe and share and like.